Okay, so this is basically going to be a video of my take on instrumentality within Evangelion and why I found this interesting. Now, before I get started, this obviously has spoilers because it's from the show, but I'll try and keep them to a minimum for anyone who hasn't watched the show yet, or for anyone who's planning on watching it soon. And if you haven't watched Evangelion, I highly recommend doing so, as I think it's a great anime that has so much depth to it. Yeah, and that's why I'm making this video about Evangelion. So yeah, like I said, this video is going to be about instrumentality, which basically dumbed down is the concept where all humans lose their individuality and they turn into a single collective consciousness. And the goal of instrumentality is to make all humans into one, where one strength may make up for another's flaws, therefore making everyone into one perfect being to eliminate suffering, anxiety, anger, depression, or basically all negative traits you can think of within a person. Now, throughout the show, we as viewers kind of learn as we go that multiple different people/groups are trying to reach instrumentality through the same means, but for each their own reasons. Now, the two protagonists of this are Gendo Akari, who's the father of Shinji Akari, who we'll get to soon, and the group Sealer. Gendo's goal is to be reunited with his late wife Yui, who died conducting an experiment in the unit EVA 01. And Sealer's reason to achieve instrumentality is because they believe humans were not supposed to live on Earth, and humanity as a whole is deeply flawed. So now that we understand what the concept is, and why instrumentality is trying to be achieved, I'm basically going to skip the whole plot of the show to try to prevent spoilers for people who haven't watched the show yet, as this video is more focused on the idea of instrumentality itself. So essentially, the show plays out, and at the end of everything, the decision to continue with instrumentality or revert back to individuality is left with the series' main character, a whingy, scared, anxious, and sexually repressed child who has daddy issues. Yep, that's right. It's Shinji Akari. I think it's pretty ironic that everything is left up to Shinji. I don't think that either Gendo or Sealer would have ideally chosen the least reliable and most volatile character in the series to make this big of a decision. Yet here we are. A theme we see throughout the series is Shinji basically being used as a pawn to get to this point, mainly by his father Gendo, but many different characters within the show. Shinji as a person has low self-esteem, bad social skills, a fear of rejection, and he goes through many hardships both growing up and on the journey to get to the point where he's at now. And Shinji also has the ultimate victim mentality, and throughout the series he's basically seen wishing for the world to cease to exist. Right, so now that we know all that about Shinji, what do you think he would decide? I mean, after all the hardship he's been through, he now has the power to essentially never suffer again. I'm not going to give away what he does here because I don't want to spoil the show for anyone watching this, but what I want to talk about is what you would do if you're in Shinji's shoes. I mean, if you look back on all the hardships, failed relationships, insecurity, and loneliness you've been through, would you give up your individuality to live in complete comfort? Okay, so of course it sounds pretty easy at first, but in my opinion the trade-off is pretty immense. Yeah, all the hardships, etc. we go through as people are pretty brutal, but it's the hardships that make good things worth it to me. I mean, if life was always sunshine and rainbows 24/7, do you think life would still be worth living? I don't think so. I think, personally, it's the hardships that give us our individuality, and that's what makes life what it is. When I finished watching EVA and I thought about if I'd choose instrumentality or individuality, I thought of all the shit stuff that happened to me in my life, and that's made me the person I am. But if I simply lived in my own echo chamber and didn't encounter things that challenged me, I wouldn't be a real person. I would just be living in pure comfort, and life would have little to no meaning to me. Right, so just an example to humanize this hypothetical a bit is my interest in cars. So I've owned my current car for over a year now, and I've changed pretty much everything on the car. I love how it looks, I love how it feels to drive, but sometimes parts break and they need replacing. But I feel as if if parts never broke, then when it was running perfectly and was fine, it wouldn't be the same. And that's just the joy of owning a 90s shitbox like I do. And that there is just pretty much a trivial example of a situation in which the negatives of something are what makes the positives the positives, if you know what I mean. But anyway, let's get back on track. So with the understanding of this message, I think a lot of people don't quite take Eva as an anime that they can take something positive from. I mean, the creator of Evangelion, Hideaki Anno, literally says, quote unquote, be good to yourself. However, this is just a message I've taken from the show, and the anime has a lot of depth and many messages which may apply to different people in different ways. But anyway, with all that being said, I really hope you watch the show if you haven't already. And yes, of course, I think you should enjoy it at its face value, because I think it's a pretty cool anime. It's a mecha anime with amazing art, annoying yet complex characters, epic fights, beautiful imagery, and in my opinion, it's one of the most influential animes ever created. I mean, there's references of Eva plastered all over the internet, and there's a 140-foot statue of Unit 01 in China. And even if all of that's not enough for you, you've always got Masada. So yeah, the challenge I'm giving you is to really think about it and tell me what you would do, preferably in the comments. Yeah, leave a comment please. But anyway, that's basically the video. I'm thinking I'll maybe make some more videos about Evangelion, maybe to do with more of the characters or plot, or maybe I'll do something like this again to do with some of the religious or psychological themes I like in the show. But yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching and see you.